What did you actually see or play from Rage 2?
So I played the E3 demo, which they haven't shown online yet in its entirety, and you'll be able to see that on our site and YouTube on the 24th.
Okay.
You'll see my playthrough, and I was very good.
Mm-hmm.
We cut out
Tell
all
him
the
good.
deaths. He's just staring at me. But then they showed like 7 minutes of footage of the convoys, which they're interesting. Like in the Mad Max game that they made, they were very short.
Yeah.
Right? Like just kind of little one-offs. You see them randomly kind of going down the paths in the desert, and you'd see like they're indicated by the smoke or the dust being kicked up. That's how the random ones work in this game. But then there are more set piece moments where they kind of play out like mini levels, where you're going to be interacting with those convoys in different ways. They introduced a couple more factions into the game. I can't remember it. They have awful names.
Of course.
And then talked more about like how the biomes work.
Which, yeah, it's interesting. They said that, in our world, the Rage world, Earth is kind of springing back to life. It's not a complete wasteland anymore. So it's interesting that, I know people make too much of this comparison, but it's kind of taking that Borderlands approach of like, one was all dust and desert and stuff. Now in the second one, we're going to have a diversity of biomes here.
You know what it is? It's totally like game designers being like, oh my God, I'm so sick of this world being brown.
Yeah.
Metro Exodus is doing the same thing.
Yeah, you're totally right. Same thing, yeah.
Is there anything in our lore that will allow us to just have like on the outskirts a jungle, ice world, and all this stuff? And they're like, why, yes, there's these things that these devices we can send down.
Yeah, it turns out it's the world of Rage. You can push it a little bit here and there.
So you're going to be in swamps, jungles, all that stuff. And that's
Yeah.
great for from the standpoint of gameplay variety. But what I played again was really fun.
Oh, good.
You know, it's not id Tech. You know, it's not as fluid as id stuff, but it is, what's a good word for it? Just as crazed.
Okay.
Like, I mean, they throw enemies at you in more of a chaotic pattern. Like Doom, like I said, you could kind of see the patterns where you're going, how you're taking down enemies. This one, it'll just be guys everywhere, and you got to deal with that. And they're all normal, you know, like punks out in the wasteland. You have these things in your body called nanotrites, where you are kind of a superhero, where you can do like a force push, kill them instantly with that.
Yeah.
Jump up in the air, do 20 feet, do a ground pound, kill a bunch more with the shockwave. So you have an advantage. And you can also like hit your overdrive, which is just like a Rambo moment where your guy just starts screaming and you're just spraying bullets, and he's just like jamming on the trigger faster than normal.
Okay.
But that deals with them quicker too. So it has a nice ebb and flow to how it goes. Again, it's crazed, but it's a lot of fun.
Did this answer any questions for you? Because I know JV and Bert, you guys are both wondering about the open world.
Yeah,
Are we
it doesn't look like an open world. It looks like an accordion or something, because a lot of those areas looked really, linear, some of those chase scenes.
Yeah, like I have no doubt that the moment-by-moment gameplay of that game will be super fun. But just, I need to see that open world. That's what I'm really concerned about. Because I've never been sold too much on like Just Cause as like, it's a fun sort of physics simulator and just blowing stuff up. But the idea of like exploring those worlds, they're not interesting to me.
That's fair.
I talked to him a little bit afterwards, and I was like, I liked Mad Max. I thought it was fun. Having the one car is interesting. It's kind of your lifeline out there. But I was like, also, it kind of gets a little boring when you just have that one thing. And they're like, you could jack anything in this game. You could be in a monster truck, a gyrocopter. And I was like, all right, that's cool.
You got me. Have they talked about multiplayer at all for Rage 2? Have they ruled it out?
I don't know.
I feel like they might have ruled it out when I was there.
Okay.
I think I asked them. No, they said they have nothing planned for the moment, I think was the language.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Okay, which I think was their phrasing on Just Cause 3 for a long time as well. And okay, gotcha. Cool. So overall, great trip.
It was an awesome trip, yeah. Bethesda has a pretty decent lineup there. There was also Pete Hines saying that they might not release Elder Scrolls Legends on PS4.
Because of crossplay issues.
Because it doesn't do crossplay with all of the other ones. So I want developers to start banging that drum, come on, Sony.
I wish it was something with a little more oomph than Elder Scrolls Legends.
Yeah.
Like, we're not releasing Elder Scrolls 6 or something.
Fallout 76 doesn't have crossplay, but...
Right. I just really like this thing is like gaming's Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
It's just really amusing.
How many times do we have to say, Mr. Layden, tear down this wall? It's got to happen. That was just a clip from a larger show called The Game Informer Show. You can find it on iTunes, Google Play, or GameInformer.com. We take the fun opportunities and exclusive information from Game Informer magazine and boil it into a show that airs every Thursday with exclusive cover story information, developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So come love games with us.